Welcome to TCM Imports. I'm Alicia Malone, and I'm so glad you're joining me for a double dose of foreign cinema. Tonight, we're traveling to Spain with two films starring Victoria Abril. Soon, we'll watch Barrios Altos, or Uptown, from 1987, directed by Jose Luis Garcia Berlanga. But up first, it's director Pedro Almodovar's Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down from 1990. This was Pedro Almodovar's follow-up to Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown from 1988, which had become a highly acclaimed international hit and was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. Following that success, Almodovar was offered a deal at Disney, but he wasn't interested in working in Hollywood, so he returned to Spain and created a controversial romance filled with sex and violence. The story came from a treatment Almodovar had worked on years earlier, then titled The Toxic Woman. Antonio Banderas stars as Ricky, an unstable man released from an institution who immediately kidnaps an actress to get to know her. Victoria Abril plays the actress, and this was her first starring role in an Almodovar film. She'd go on to star in two more of his films to date, High Heels from 1991 and Kika from 1993. Abril began her acting career as a teenager, appearing on a popular Spanish television show, and went on to become a familiar face in Spanish cinema, though her fame increased significantly with the release of our movie. Let's get to it. From 1990, this is Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. The ending of Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down has been compared to The Graduate, and I like how Lola's face shifts right at the end from smiling to serious. As you can imagine, the movie was controversial at the time, particularly because Marina chooses to be with Ricky, her captor, in the end. But according to director Pedro Almodovar, that choice was key. He said that to him, it's the triumph of the matriarchy in the best sense of the word. The young man is looking for love and family, but in the last act, it's the woman who decides yes or no. She and her sister set the conditions. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down was also controversial for its sexual content, and in the United States, the MPAA gave it an X rating. Miramax decided to ignore that and release the movie along with The Cook, the Thief, His Wife and Her Lover by director Peter Greenaway, unrated. The MPAA did not appreciate that, and the battle was taken to court, leading to the creation of a new rating, NC-17. All right, keep watching TCM Imports because we have another Spanish film for you next, also starring Victoria Abril. It's Barrios Altos, or Uptown, from 1987, directed by Jose Luis Garcia Berlanga. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon.
Next on TCM, Barrios Altos, then The Toy Wife, and later, Mills Blue Rhythm Band. TCM doesn't skip a beat today.